People aren't talking about this game, and they really should be. This game is trying to be the next actual hardcore single-player survival game, set in a post-apocalyptic border zone between Finland and Russia. The game is being developed by one single person, who is an ex-military lieutenant with nearly 10 years of game development experience. This game looks super hardcore, but the most incredible part is the gunplay, which I will delve into very shortly. One thing I personally love about this game is after you cross the border and head into Vostok, it then becomes permadeath, which means if you die in that zone, you'll lose everything you've prepared for. I love permadeath games as it brings a level of thrill and replayability that other games don't quite have. What I also like about this game is it's a real labor of love, and the developer is always updating people pretty much every day on Twitter, as well as monthly videos on YouTube. To me, nothing beats the passion behind a game. I'm looking at games like Bramble, the Mountain King. You can tell that people behind that really wanted that game to be incredible, and I am getting the same vibes in this. But just looking at the game, it looks like a game that will never happen. It looks too good for hardcore survival fans, which we have been burnt before, you know, cough, cough, I'm looking at you the day before. But this, I actually think is going to come out. It's a semi-open world that has a day and night cycle with built-in weather mechanics. It has the usual survival game tropes. We're talking looting, trading and vehicles, with a little bit of lore sprinkled in should you want to find it. Your goal is to prepare yourself to find your way across the border to enter the zone of Vostok. You'll have a huge arsenal of weapons. Again, with the benefit of having an ex-military lieutenant, you know they're going to be good, and they do. It's an impressive looking attachment system, as well as shelters to showcase all of your guns. They are safe zones, and you can customize how they look. I think that's what I picked up from it, but more importantly, is the only place you can save the game. When looking at it, I couldn't quite work out whether you can customize them, or the fact that they kind of, you know, different everyone that you go in around the map. But the maps themselves are pretty unique. They're individual. So think, Escape from Tarkov, where you have maps with unique areas that are actually based on real world locations. The maps are connected to each other, but will get an individual difficulty rating. From the information we have, you start west and head east, where the difficulty is higher, but the loot is better. And the border into Vostok is all the way on the east side. Lastly, and this is taken directly from the game page, when it comes to the border, crossing the game world is divided by a border zone and a physical border. Border can be crossed by using crossing points which lead you to Vostok. Each of these crossing points has a unique game mechanic and a certain level of risk associated with them. So what I'm kind of picking up from this is you loot up from whatever you find and prepare yourself. You can save stuff in your shelter and then head across into Vostok. And then every time you cross that point, something unique's going to happen, something fun, something exciting. It's going to be different. There's probably going to be about 15 to 20 different mechanics and different stories that happen. I'm just really excited. It all sounds super exciting, and it sounds super hardcore as well, with some really good mechanics. We love a solo developer working their butt off to get a game they love out, and I really think that this is the case with Road to Vostok. So my question for you for this video is, what is your favorite hardcore survival game? I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed DayZ when it first came out, but it just doesn't have the same, shine to it, in my opinion. But let me know in the comments what you think, and as usual, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you could drop the video a little like, I'd really appreciate that a lot. But anyway, until the next video, have a good one.